I don't know, guys. I'm scared of heights, so this is super sketchy. This is as high as I go. So we're stopping in at our local library just to get a park pass. Hopefully there's still one available, just because we're going up to Temiskaming today, and when we go up there we want to be able to go to any park that we want without having to pay, because here in Canada you got to pay for parking, got to pay for park passes, all that sort of crap. So we'll just get one from the local library, use it for the entire weekend, and hopefully we can go to some really cool places. So we're going to try to stealth camp. We have the camper on the back. You can kind of see it back there. The only thing that's a little, it looks like a stealth camper setup. However, we've got stickers from all the places that we've gone, so that might detract from the stealth aspect just a little tiny bit. But yeah, we want to park up somewhere nice and scenic and get some nice photos, get some nice relaxing vibes, hang out for the weekend, explore, hike, all that sort of stuff. But we don't want to do it on a campground. We don't want to be around people. We want to be in a nice quiet location. So hopefully we can find that. From where we are, Temiskaming is about 4 hours away. We might pop over into Quebec, not 100% sure yet, but I'm looking forward to getting some really nice photos. I got this photo from Mattawa, but I don't know if we're going to be passing up in that area or not. But I love this photo, and hopefully I can get some more photos to add to my collection, and also just hang out, have a good weekend. You know, a nice chill weekend. I need that. I really need that. I think that'll be good. It's really cold this weekend for the weather. It almost feels like fall even though it's summer, but it is what it is. I like the vibes. I'm feeling the vibes. All right, time to hit the road. First problem of the adventure is we had to stop and fill up a tire because the tire is kind of flat. It was only at 10 psi, so can't really make a 4-hour trip on a 10 psi tire. So, had to pay $2.50 to fill up one tire. Like, that's just ridiculous. Like, no places have free air anymore. Kind of a pain in the ass, but whatever.
I just wanna see your shadow next to mine, sailing over pavement.
Stopped off at the good old crappy tire here in North Bay. We're about halfway through our drive now, but I picked up this little guy just so in case we have a flat or anything along the way, I don't want to be stuck in the middle of nowhere. So we pulled off onto the side of the road here just because there's some amazing views on either side of this one-way bridge. And I'm going to take a couple of photos. We're still on our way up north to Temiskaming, and more importantly, the Devil's Rock area that I want to go to. I don't think we're going to hike that today, maybe tomorrow, but we just want to stop in, see all the cool stuff along the way. And yeah, found a little pathway here down to a shoreline that actually looks pretty interesting. Wow, what a nice little area.
Okay.
So I took a couple photos from the bridge and from over here just with my 17-40, and I don't know what they're going to look like. It's actually really hard to focus because the sun is coming this way and you're shooting directly into the sun, which is generally something that you don't really want to do, but it is what it is. But also, check this little tripod out that I got here. Look at this little tripod that I got. This is what I'm filming on right now with the pocket camera. Look at that. It's a little selfie stick, but you can also stand it up like a regular tripod. So I could talk to you like this, but I can also film myself like this. And then it closes down to like a really small, probably about a foot long piece, so I can carry it around and vlog and do everything that I normally do with it. Well, I'll show you that now, actually. A bumblebee? Anyway, got distracted by a bumblebee. But this is what I wanted to show you. This guy closes all the way down, and then this guy lifts up, closes, bam. And now I have a little handheld little selfie stick. Isn't that sweet? If you guys are interested, I'll link it below. Amazon link, affiliate link. I just think it's cool. Pretty neat. I've also been in dire need of a new hat, so I got this Ontario Parks hat. Look at this forehead. Look at that massive forehead. I think that's not too bad. New hat check. We've decided to stop in at this logging museum. I thought it was going to be dumb. I thought it was just going to be a little tiny room with some old photos and crap like that, but it's actually like stepping back in time. You have all these old buildings everywhere, all these old pieces of equipment. It's really quite cool. Like, we just stopped here just because we were driving by, and it turns out it was really neat. So this place is quite cool. What'd you say?
Look how derpy looking this guy is.
How derpy looking? Oh, poor dude.
I don't think he's gonna get very much money for those rotting logs.
It looks like a grown-up version of Caillou that's been possessed by a demon.
A little bit. Look at his horses. Their eyes are kind of high.
This is the old blacksmith shop right now, and then these we think are the bunkhouses and maybe the cookery. I have to look at the signs on here. But yeah, look at this. Pretty freaking cool. Really cool place. Blacksmith shop.
Yeah, the video but not load. Dark in there.
So this is the back of the cookery, and something tells me that these sinks are not age accurate sinks. Time period accuracy is a little off, but still really cool. What do you think?
I like it. I like this guy.
It's a pretty cool Korean. Just debating if we're even going to park, if we're going to park up here instead of finding somewhere by Devil's Rock. Because this is actually a pretty cool road, and the fire tower is at the top of it, but we've already passed some really cool spots that we could park up for the night. But there's weird little like art designs. I don't know if you can see that. There's a parking lot down by a wooden thing. I don't know what you would describe it as. It's a thing made of twigs, and it looks cool, but I don't know what it is. So you can park by it. So we might might do that. But there's tons of trails here, so we're just trying to make it to the fire tower, which I think we finally are at.
Yeah, it's around this loop.
Yeah, there's around. Just got to make it around this loop. It's really bumpy loop. And then hopefully we'll walk up the fire tower. You can kind of see the fire tower just over there. I don't know, guys. I'm scared of heights, so this is super sketchy. I don't know. My heart's beating so fast. I hate heights. You guys might have to go ahead of me. I don't do well with heights.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
We don't do well with stairs.
Oh.
Oh. Okay, you're not right now. I'm gonna go back down.
No, come on, let's stop.
Stop.
This is as high as I go. So my wife made it up to the top. I can't do it. I'm holding all of this really expensive stuff and I'm really paranoid, and apparently there's a ladder at the top.
Yeah.
So she took a video so you guys can see, but I don't know, it just, the whole tower just started shaking all of a sudden. I just got a little too sketched out and said, fuck that, I'm going down.
Yeah,
So
the
I'm,
guy at the top started shaking it when his wife was climbing the ladder.
oh, that explains it. Yeah. So I just don't feel comfortable walking up there with, you know, $3,000 camera when I have no strap or no nothing. So, but look at this view. I made it, what did you say, halfway up the tower to the first platform.
Above the trees, so you still
But-
get the view.
Yeah, but this is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely beautiful. Maybe one day when I come back without super expensive camera gear, I'll make the trek. Just not today. I'm doing it one-handed and I'm not comfortable with that. So we found a really nice spot to park up for the night. It's a boat launch, but as you can hear, the train is a little bit loud, so that could be a little bit of an issue tonight, but not a huge deal. Train's gone already, and it's dead quiet when there's no train. But it's a beautiful spot. Like, look at the bridge across the water. Nice little spot. Doesn't say anything about not being able to camp here overnight, so very, very nice spot. So we're gonna park up kind of in this area. Maybe after all the boats go, we'll park it near the water. Only real big downside might be the mosquitoes getting into the back of the truck cab, because we had this issue when we went out west to the mountains, where the mosquitoes and everything would get in underneath here and the gaps in here, which becomes quite annoying. But yeah, this is the cap. This is what we sleep in. We did this all throughout the East Coast in the winter. In January or February, we camped in the back of this, and then we did it in the summer on the West Coast. It's been a good cap. It's not bad. Keeps us warm, keeps us cool. Most importantly, it fits on the back of the truck, and you can park my truck pretty much anywhere I want because it's 4x4, and we don't have to set up a tent. Just park the truck and that's it.
Is that a water bottle?
Yeah, it's got to be a water bomber, actually. It's been flying around in circles. Is there a forest fire here somewhere?
Maybe.
Are we gonna burn down tonight? Yeah, no, that's definitely a water bomber flying over. There's got to be a forest fire somewhere around here. But yeah, this is the beauty. We're gonna head into town. We now found a spot to camp for the night, so that's the most important part. And maybe we'll go get some food. Maybe we'll go get some internet because there's absolutely no service here. We'll see. We'll see what we're doing. So we figured out that there was a forest fire. So the water bombers have stopped, so we assume they got it out. But this town is quite nice. We're just gonna drive across the lake, take a look around before we head back to our campground and our camping spot. And yeah, just kind of take some photos, see what's going on, and then settle in for the night. We stopped at this one spot on the lake just because there was a whole bunch of ducks there. So I took a couple shots. I think they will turn out all right. I'll have to edit them and see. But yeah, we're just heading to the park up now and probably settle in for the night. So we got to the park up. I don't know if you can see anything at all, but this is where we're staying tonight. I showed it to you earlier, but yeah, it's a little dark now, so I think we're gonna call it a night, hop in the back of the truck, and I'll see you guys in the morning. So last night was not a bad sleep, but it was a little cold. It dropped down to probably 6 degrees last night, which is colder than usual for this time of year. But we ended up bundling up with some covers and some sleeping bags, and not bad. It was pretty decent sleep. Nobody came and bothered us, no animals, nobody came to the fishing spot. So that was nice. It was nice not having to deal with anyone overnight. Now we're trying to get up a little bit early and go see golden hour at the Devil's Rock. As you can see from the footage that I just showed, it's a little cloudy, so I'm not 100% sure if we're going to get a nice golden hour, but we're going to head over there anyway and make some coffee there and just kind of enjoy our morning. And hopefully the sun comes out for a decent golden hour, but we'll see. Just got to wake up first. I'm not bringing too much with me, just my camera, an extra lens, and that's about it, because apparently the hike is rather short, so don't feel like lugging everything around. Just keep it simple, bring all the simple, easy stuff. Look at this view. Pretty crazy. This is the Devil's Rock in Temiskaming. Yeah, that thing's scary. It's scary how close they let you get to the edge here. I want to show you guys how far down it is safely, so I'm going to extend this tripod and I'm going to hang you guys over the edge.
sketchy being that close to the edge, but I'm being safe about it. That's the most important thing. Views from up here are absolutely insane, and there's nobody here like whatsoever. We're the only car in the parking lot, and it's the busiest weekend of the season. It's the long weekend, Labor Day, and nobody's here. So I find that absolutely wild, but we're gonna keep exploring, see if there's any more photo opportunities, because yeah, this place is truly insane. Took a bunch of photos of my wife standing on one of the cliffs. And I took the photos from down here and shot it back that way. I think they look pretty good. But now I think we're gonna go get some coffee at the truck in the parking lot, go brew up some nice instant coffee and just kind of relax for a little bit, kind of wake up. Still haven't had morning coffee yet, so that's a must, definitely. Cool.
Yeah.
My poor tire. Flat again. Oh well. Tire's flat again. Oh, we gotta fill this guy up. That's why I bought this thing from Canadian Tire yesterday, because I knew, because I already had to fill it up once, I don't want to be stranded in the middle of nowhere and not have a way to fill it up, because that got low. And I think it's from the temperature changes, because it got really cold last night, so it compresses the rubber and it just makes it leak faster. So let's get this filled up. Well, she's a bit slow, but it works in a pinch, I suppose, so I'd rather have this than nothing on the side of the road. Probably works a lot better on like a car, not a pickup truck with a big heavy cap on the back of it, but it'll get me out of here. So hopefully it finishes up soon so we can head over to Cobalt, the town that we just passed through. We're going to check out a couple of the mining shafts, and then after that I think we're going to pop over to Quebec and check out some of the parks in Quebec. So we just pulled in to this old colonial mine site. This is where they would do silver mining, cobalt mining. I'll get more information on it, but yeah, we drove up a bunch of these back roads. It comes to this closed off gate, and now we're just gonna do a little hike up into this old mining colony and see what still remains. Look how creepy this entrance to the mine shaft looks. But they don't want people breaking in here, as you can see. They got a fancy security camera up there. Because people are definitely breaking into this for sure. Yeah, people are definitely getting in there. There's no way they're not. Yeah, look how creepy that looks. Coffee in a minecart. Minecraft in real life. Minecraft RIL. to this other section, and there's abandoned buildings here. It's pretty much just foundations, but still really cool. I'll show you guys the informational plaque. See if you want to pause the video and read up on anything. It's really cool exploring Northern Ontario because you don't get a lot of people coming out this way. And there's just so many cool locations, so many cool spots that you can go to. Like this. This is really cool. I found this when I was just walking around here. I don't know how it survived. Somebody must have found it and then dropped it, because if you can see the date here, it says 1958 right at the top there. It's a little excerpt. Hogan, pay your first payment on any brand new 58 Pontiacs sold this week. That's wild. That's pretty cool. There's also a comic here, a fanfare comic. Just completely random, but really cool. Really cool find. It's really cool that they made this whole area into actual trails so you can enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't just leave it to completely rot away. You actually have some history and some, you know, recreational use out of it.
Yep.
This is awesome. Look at this. Look at all the platforms. And then you have the whole town in the distance. Really cool. Really cool spot. A little bit of a before and after. Here's the before. Here's the after. It's changed a little bit. Just a bit. We believe that these were the chemical baths for all the mining that they did, and the water would travel through those channels like the cistern and basically wash away everything. It's kind of interesting because you have a bunch of plant life growing everywhere here, but not anywhere in these circles where they are, which probably means whatever chemical they were using was pretty intense. So I don't know. This place is super cool though. Like, look at that. Pretty freaking neat, man. Just all these old mining colonies and mining areas around here are just so fun to explore. But this one 100% was the coolest, with all the different levels and the view of the town, all the knickknacks and stuff that I found on the ground, which, well, unfortunately you're not allowed to take, but really cool spot. We're walking over to a head frame right there, this Tim Burton looking place, which looks pretty cool. We're walking on a path that we think is not actually officially part of their, whatever this program is with all these different mine shafts. This is open, but there's no info centers, no plaques, no nothing. Nothing's labeled. So everything's still closed off, but it looks like it's not maintained like the other locations are, which is actually kind of cooler in my opinion. Means less people, even though there's no people here. Holy shit, there's so many grasshoppers. Look at this. Like walking through a swarm of locusts. Look at that place. So we come across this tunnel, but we didn't know it was here at first. We're coming down through this path and we're like walking, we're like, oh my god, it's getting cold. Like, it's so cold. And mind you, it's like really, it became really hot out today. It started off at -6, went up to, it's like now 20. But this cold air is just freezing, and it's because of this freaking tunnel. It is like a refrigerator. It's like somebody left the freezer open. Oh, you should come up here. It is insanely cold. Holy crap. And it's just blowing. It's like somebody has a fan on in here and it's just blowing.
It's open to the surface, and in the winter, snow and ice accumulates in it. And then it gets blown through. So there's probably still ice in there from winter.
Yeah, it's gotta be, because that is freezing cold.
Wow.
That is so cool. It kind of smells bad too.
Yeah, like the mine.
Yeah. They put a secondary gate on the inside too.
Well, that went to the old gate. This one's the new gate on the outside.
Oh, okay. There's 2 gates now. They really don't want people going in there. Oh my god, I can't believe how cold that is. That is pretty freaking cool, pun intended.
There's still air.
We just crossed over into Quebec now, and we're gonna follow along the side of the river and see what we could find along that side and see if there's anywhere good to stop.
So we stopped off at this museum here, and it's mostly an outdoor museum. It's a Native American museum. I can't say the name of the tribe. I want to say Ojibwe, but it's in French. Is that Ojibwe? I don't know. Obajinwan. I'm gonna completely butcher that, and I'm so sorry. But it's these guys. I gotta do a bit more reading up on them and see how to actually pronounce that name. But this place is really cool. The lady at the front desk was, you really have to try the Enchanted Forest because that is the best attraction. So we're going to the Enchanted Forest now. I'm excited. So far I saw some really cool mannequins, but now we get to see some Enchanted Forest. Very pretty.
It is very pretty.
Love all the twisty cedars. That's pretty nice. Definitely feels enchanted. That's it for the Enchanted Forest, which is also a graveyard apparently. A whole bunch of people were buried there. It's pretty interesting. But yeah, very nice. Definitely does feel like an Enchanted Forest. Yeah, and it smells nice too. Decided to come to a waterfall, but the waterfall was down half an hour of unkempt roads, so the truck was bouncing around, bumping all over the place. But hopefully this waterfall will be worth the bumps and the dips and everything. We'll find out.
Wow.